We have seen a lot in the neighborhood of people lying in the parking lot, lying in front of our windows, sleeping, wrapped in a number of blankets, and it's just a sad situation. And I think we're seeing it all across the city now. Mental health and addiction are one really serious problems that many cities, and including London, are coping with right now.
This is a tough time. This is a tough time. The pandemic has been hard. However, in a difficult time is also where we need to do something that brings hope. When I heard the story about Indwell and the fact that they were going to be renovating the nursing residence and the War Memorial Children's Hospital, to me this had such an incredible resonance because these buildings have meant so much in our nursing community over decades and decades. I mean, these are spaces where some of our original nurses in this community not just trained and learned, but they actually lived in these spaces.
I was resident in the nurses' residence, which has now been torn down on South Street, and I lived in the Soho area for 3 years. So the building is really important to me.
And now we have an opportunity to make sure that these buildings live on in our community in new ways to support people. And so we're stepping up to raise money to support new housing for folks who have those highest needs, who are going to be living in our communities in a better place with support of an organization called Indwell, who's renovating some spaces that are very important to us. Without that housing, we see all sorts of downstream crises. We see conditions around mental health and those worsening. We see addictions and very dangerous addictions and folks overdosing, as well as so many other health concerns that bring people into hospital that would be very unnecessary if they had a good place to be.
So I think as nurses, we really, really need to get behind this campaign and support it and do whatever we can and coax other people to support it as well.
Well, we are all struggling as nurses right now, that others are struggling as well. And this is a way that we can lift ourselves up as well by changing the story, by solving our problems in our community, and by being a big part of the solution.